Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing good on this Monday morning. And everybody in New York, I hope, dealing with the snow, you super duper native New Yorkers, y'all know what to do. You know how to dress, you know how to handle it. And I wish I was there with you. I'd be joining you. I used to snow in New York. To me, it was wonderful, even up till my older days when I used to go out and shovel snow for money or help my mom and some neighbors get out of parked cars, and it was always cool. And when we hung out when we were kids, we got dressed up, especially if it was the weekends. If it snowed over the weekend, that didn't stop us, bro. Y'all, I'll meet you down at the block, meet you on the porch, meet you. As long as it wasn't like brittle. When it's brick, you can't really hang if you got a shelter spot. But if it's one of those days where it snows, but the weather's calm, the winds are low, you say, oh, I could manage. We still be out there, bro. So that never stopped us. Anyway, I just thought I'd just do a quick little short video on me. I usually keep up with the dusting sometimes. So the house doesn't get overly dusty, this house, but because it has that central air conditioning and it pulls, I can feel the air being pulled into the machine because the unit is right there. And sometimes when it's running, if you open the door to the unit and let it go, the pull is so strong, it pulls the door back closed. So that's fine too. And often I use the power of the cross breeze to go out the house too. If I open up the back lanai on a windy day when it's kind of windy, open up the back door and open up the front door. And if you let the front door close, that wind will push the door closed. So that told me that the wind is actually through the house. You want to give your house a natural, dust, because my lanai is screened in, so it's not that bad. I open up that back lanai, front door for like 5 or 10 minutes, and just let that air push through the house. So anyway, everything is pretty basic. I always be going on a tangent. I'm sorry about that. So the only reason I wanted to show it because I was laughing at myself at how I am, just the way I am, my OCD or my nitpickiness. So this is a Microsoft fiber cloth, but when I saw a lady was advertising, this is her name. Her name is, it's called Maker's Clean. It's called Maker's Clean. And I saw her, she had a great sale, a bundle for her stuff. It's called Maker's Clean. There it is right there. And this is the cloth that has like a satiny texture. This is what I use for screens, TV screens and computer screens. Even I have a couple of pair for my glasses. Good for cleaning my glasses every day. Your basic Microsoft fiber cloth. Nothing fancy about that. That's good for just basic wiping down certain surfaces and everything. And that's just basic. That's nothing fancy. But this is what I wanted to show you. These are funny. When I saw these, I just said, no. I can't just be basic when it comes to doing my dusting. So I went out and I saw these one day. I was walking around, I don't know where I was. And I saw these and I said, no. I had it. And not only did I get one, because I got two. These are my Oscar the Grouch Muppet hands. Look at the Muppet hands. These are dope. Microsoft fiber cloth gloves. Perfect for when you have to clean. Pick up, because look at all this. Look. You see, I know most of you have seen this already. So we're not gonna look at all this stuff. And it's easier. Look at all this stuff that sometimes I have to get down and dirty with. I have to dust. So when you have these Muppet hands, I call them Muppet hands. These Oscar the Grouch Muppet hands. These Grinch hands. So Oscar the Grinch hands. This is Oscar and this is the Grinch. And of course, you know, if you get one pair, it fits this hand, and then you flip it over. If you get one pair, right? Even if you bought one, this is the right hand. Nope. Just flip it over. The left hand. So you can use one wheel. So the technique for me is to, grab my multi-cleaner spray. It's a multi-cleaner vinegar tea tree oil blend, multi-purpose cleaner infused with the power of vinegar and other essential oil to freshen surfaces and remove dirt. And they actually work. I got them at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx has a whole bunch of these, you know. So hopefully there's not harmful to anything. You know, you got a streaming setting, and you got a spray setting. So I might just put a dab on my glove, on the fingers and the palm, the thumb. Not too heavy. Don't rub it in too heavy. And I just do like this. Then we'll come over here and let's say, let's see what we can do. Let's grab one of my toys. You know, I just grab one of my cars. Just grab one of these here cars, and I just, boom, and bam. That's it. Shine it up. Put it down. I just rub my finger across the top of them real quick, just to give them, you know, because it's on my finger. Just give it a rub. Yeah, just give it a rub with the thumb. Just take the thumb and just rub it with my thumb. Just grab the car, rub it with my thumb. Especially anything that's where the texture color is black, you're gonna see the dust a little more. It's a little, you can't see it that much, but I give it a nice rub, and it adds a nice little shine to it, you know. Grab this here, grab this Iron Man figure. Grab this Iron Man figure. And with the fingers, it allows you to get all in the cracks. As you say, like an English muffin, all the nooks and crannies. Give it a good dusting. You can't beat it, bro. You cannot beat it. Check it out. Here's my Black Panther. My T'Challa, the King of Wakanda. A little breakdown. Sorry. Can't seem to be able to get myself aimed for the camera. And then just throw them back up here. And just put them back. I'm going to show you about that McDonald's house, right? See that McDonald's house? I can't see it, but let's see if I can. McDonald's house. See, and with the fingers, you don't interrupt anything. You just get in there and you just kind of rub it. And I can get in there and get a little dusting there. Tops of boxes. Anywhere you might get a little TLC, you know. But yeah, that's it though. I thought these were great. I thought these were so cool. I had them for a couple of years already now, and I love them. And if you want to, you know, get through things pretty quick, you grab two. A little spritz here. Right, you grab two of them, and you just kind of go around. You just kind of go around, and you just get in there, you know. Get in there, grab stuff. Right down. You know, you can do it. It's easy. Sometimes I see the boxes, they have a little coating of dust on them. You know, I go across the top of the picture. I'm not going to do all that while you guys are. I'm not going to do all that. But you got to, I'll just give you an idea. I don't want to keep you too long. We'll do like 10 minutes of this video. It's good enough. Oh, this one here, you do something there. You grab something like this. and you're done. To me, it's perfect, man. Perfect for cleaning and dusting. Grab them. Kapoo! And you're done, you know? And that's it. These are the microfiber fiber gloves. So you can find these online, because now I don't remember where I found these at. I think I found these while walking the aisle, because the one thing about me, no matter where I take my wife, where she likes to shop or thing, she has her mission when she goes into the store, and I have my mission. My mission is to walk around the entire store, see if there's a toy section, see if there's a games and toys, and you know, unlike a lot of people, this is a comic book room, obviously my hobby room. But you'll be surprised of all the things you could find. Say, like, if you go by cookware, or if you go through the just the general housewares section, and the things you can find that would normally be used to in a kitchen setting or to store something in a cabinet will work in your comic book room. You know, I'm telling you, like, for example, let me give you a good example. Let me give you a good example what I'm talking about here. Hold on one second. So look at this right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see this really well. My bad cameraing, but wait, hold on a second. I got it. I got something that I always like. There's something else I like to use too. You see this? Look at this. What does this look like to you? Looks like a simple chopstick, right? And it is. It's a chopstick. This is good for when you're pointing to things. It's good to have. This chopstick is perfect when I'm pointing up, when I'm showing you stuff on a comic or picture. You know, say, you know, hey, look right here. Around this area here, it's a good pointer. It's a chopstick. So keep that in mind. If you ever get your hands on some chopsticks, take them home, put a couple in your comic book room, and use them in your videos to use as a pointer to point out things that you can't get too close to. But if you look here, right here, this thing right here, this right here is one of those things you buy for your cabinets. It's like 3 tiers, 1, 2, 3 tier, and it's level. This is what you use for spices and medications in your cabinets. I brought them to my toy room, laid it up on top of the boxes here, and able to display my toys across the line. See? And this is something I was walking through the houseware section. Look right here. It's another one right here. Through the houseware section, and I found it. I said, yo, this will be perfect for these. And look how they perfectly fit these guys. This first tier, second tier, highest tier, and it gives you that level up style, so you can see everything at a level, coming high to low, low to high, right? Look at the Star Wars one. There was a mini one for these Star Wars. Look at these figures. Perfect for these Star Wars figures. Perfect. First layer, second, third. Check it out. And I got another one right here. And this is something you would probably you not even pay attention to something like that if you weren't paying attention and walking through the houseware section and keeping your mind on your gear. And I'd say, yo, let me grab, like, well, how many I got there? I got this one. Okay, well, this one here. Look at this one. This one here. This one is expandable. So it starts off small like this. But then if you look right here in the middle, if you look right here, look right there. See right there? This piece here slides underneath there. You can slide this and separate it to make it one long display. Let me show you something else. You see this? And this is going to probably get me in trouble, but look. See this? This was inside Target. This was in Target, and it was empty. And I said, well, I could go and ask them if I could have it. They'll probably say no. But, well, you know, let's just say I forgot to take it out of the wagon. And the funny thing about those boxes, right? I have some baseball cards and Cabbage Patch cards and Garbage Pail cards over there, right? I have a bunch of baseball cards. Like I have these I have baseball cards. These are wacky packets, but I have baseball card things like this. Yo, Walmart don't be playing, bro. They be like, yo, they have stickers on their boxes. These are not, don't take our boxes. This is for displays. I was like, oh man, they up on every little thing. But Target, they didn't seem to care. I said, you know what? I'm gonna put it in the cart and I'm gonna keep it moving. And it as you can see, it's kind of dope. I like it because it just says it's a nice little box where I put all my vintage little pieces, toys, and games, and it says Toy Planet. Toy Planet. And I started thinking about, I said, I said, wow, that would have been a good name for my channel, Toy Planet, right? But it never occurred to me at the time. But yeah, let me show you something else. To what I'm speaking, a perfect example of. Look at this guy. You see this guy? Look what he's in. Look at this. This is the things that you put candles in, and then you hang them up outside. This is one of those things, and it opens up right here. This thing opens up here. Oh, I guess that's the camera blooper. It won't open. But it opens up, and I put the little guy in there. And it was cool. I had a few of these, but I had it didn't seem to all work. I had different shapes, like octagon shapes, squares. I had different ones, but this was the one I ended up keeping. And I just like the way it looked as far as the shape, the design right here. How it definitely fit the style of what this was, who he is. And that's it. So this is something that you can keep in mind, that when you are in this game of toy collecting and game collecting and all that stuff, everywhere you go, your mind and your eye is looking for, and these are not necessarily things that have to do with toys. It has to do with how you store your toys, how you display your toys, how they interact with your displays. And if you want to make a display, you want to present your toys in you want to present things. Because I just don't want to buy toys and just place them anyway. And believe me, when I buy my toys, I don't just be thinking of it like, just put it here, put it here. I will move my toys around a dozen times before I feel like they're in the right position. Then if I come in this and I go to sleep on a Monday and I wake up on a Tuesday after doing something like I did the last couple of days, my mind will still be on it, and I'll come in here in the middle of the night. I'll come in here early in the morning. Like now it's only 8 a.m. in the morning. I started doing this video at about 7:30, and I'll start rearranging and moving it until I feel it's perfectly displayed, that when somebody else other than me comes in here, everything is presented in such a way that it makes them say, wow, that's cool. But I want them to be able to see it. I don't want stuff overlapping, blocking too much. Just want them to be able to enjoy the experience, because everybody who comes to this house, I swear to you, my wife will say, I like the house. It's really nice, you guys. And, most people naturally want to see the house. They want to tour. Friends, especially good friends and family, they more generally want to see the house. And then, see, Jenny's different from me. Jenny will just bring them in here, but I won't. If someone comes here and they've never been here before, visiting me first time, even if it's a friend or a family member, this room does not come up in my conversation until the conversation comes up, till the subject matter comes up. So someone, because when you talk to the average person, I do tend to talk about, bring up the subject of movies. Did you see that movie? Or did you like the Avengers? And as soon as someone says, and as soon as I find out you are a Marvel MCU fan, like if you like the MCU and that comes up, I go, oh, you like the MCU? So, oh, I like, What was your favorite MCU? Oh, I like the Avengers, or I enjoyed the Hulk, Black Panther, or whatever. I say, oh, okay, cool, cool. I said, do you collect or you buy comics and stuff or books? Or, well, you'll find people that are into exactly what I'm into, collecting. And you just find people that just into the MCU. They just love the MCU because the MCU was their first real introduction to the world of comics. And you have to remind them sometimes that, yeah, you're watching that movie, but here's where that movie came from. And you do understand where these movies come from, right? They be like, oh no, yeah, yes or no. Or, they don't, sometimes they can't make that connection. I say, come here, let me show you something. Hey, you want to see something? They go, yeah, come here. And I say, come on in here. And they come in here, they like, whoa. And I'll show them Pacific books or comics that say, remember the story of Ultron? Here's where they got the basic plot from. Remember the Hulk in that battle he fought the Abomination? Here's a comic of Hulk fighting the Abomination. Here, remember that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, oh look at the connection. This is Hulk battling the Abomination in a comic. This is the Avengers fighting Ultron in a comic. This is the Black Panther, and this is a Submariner, and here's his book, and and he's like, oh, I see now. Oh my goodness, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it just turns more into a whole different level of what can be enjoyed. That's not the movie, but you can, I show them a lot of the action figures on the walls, show them the posters and how they relate to the movie. And they usually leave always enjoying this room and inspired to either create their own room or get deeper into it, or they'll call me and say, yo, you said I could borrow one of your graphic novels. I could read about this, about that. I said, yeah, I got it. You want to come grab it? And I just asked them this, and just do me a favor. Don't let the dog eat it. Just read it. Don't read it with greasy hands. Don't read it while you're eating at the table. Just when you sit down, you finish eating, the dog is away, and open it, read it, put it back in the plastic, bring it back. If some reason it gets destroyed or anything, I always tell them, do me a favor. If for any reason it gets damaged or destroyed, don't waste your time bringing it back to me because I don't want it. Just go online, order a new one, have it sent to my house, or bring it by. Because I don't want to hear an excuse about what happened to it. It doesn't matter what happened to it. I'm not even superly concerned about what happened to it. All I ask is that if anything happens to it, just simply buy me a new one. That's it. Just go on the computer, put the title in, and order a new one and bring it to me and present it to me and say, hey, this is a new one. I'm sorry the other one got destroyed. I don't care. Other than that, we cool. Because the minute you do something like that, that'll be the first and last time you ever bought anything from me ever. But that's it. So I'm gonna go back to my dusting. Sorry to keep you so long. I'm gonna get back to my dusting. So listen, yeah. So keep your room clean. Here's another thing I use in my room. Check this out real quick. This is a room linen mist, and it smells really good. And usually when I finish dusting and mopping and wiping up the floor, I spray a little of this on the fabric, like the rug, and I spray it on linen, like anything that's fabric, which is the rug and the Spider-Man cape, so that it releases into the room. And it's a nice smell. It's called dark. It's called Dusk Room and Linen Mist, black oud and musk. It smells great. People come in the room and say, yo, your room smells great. I say, yeah, thank you. And this is it. This is the reason why. So, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Have a happy Monday. Have a great time. Everybody in New York, be safe. Careful out there on the ice and snow. And just be safe. Be cautious. Keep your head on a swivel. Hopefully things will get better in time. And anyway, have a great week, and see you at the next video. This is your boy Tone for Clicks, Leave for Comments, and always remember, collect them all.